Welcome back everyone, Styrian from Styrian Gaming here. Today we're doing part 2 of Siege of Orgrimmar. When we go through the portal, part 2 will begin. So let's get to it. Now, see, we're outside Orgrimmar at the docks. Initiate the... basically, to get the boss to start, you need to take out 7 cannons here on the shore. To get this started, you talk to Lothamir and we'll get
Maladash
into it.
Malinore. Never again shall a king reign in Silvermoon.
Bladefist Bay is fortified. By the Sunwell, we're getting slaughtered. Heroes, port over to the docks and take out their shore defenses. Put a stop to this bloodshed.
Now, as you see, the cannons you need to destroy are the ones here. Now, you basically use these mines here to... There we go. Sorry about that.
Fools! These docks are under Dragonmar control!
No.
Your ships will burn, and you with them!
Now, the only way to actually destroy them is to use the mines. Like, I just threw my judgment at it and not get destroyed.
Reinforcements
to
to the
target
docks!
something
Loktar!
Fortunately, I put down a consecrate on the mine, so it put me into combat. Now you gotta destroy 7 of the cannons here, which there's 7 cannons here, of course. Destroy them, and you will trigger the beginning of the boss. Well, not the beginning, but I guess we would call it the prelude to the boss. You start this boss fight by talking to Lothamir once he spawns onto the shore.
You think you have won? We are orcs, pure of blood, commanded by the greatest war chief who ever lived. Your blood will fill this bay.
Sometimes there will be a case that's a crate or something that can spawn in this spot that actually used to have some of the nicer flasks and such in them. It doesn't seem like they'll probably be more into the city. Now, as you can see, the Blood Elf boat is pulling up, so we can get our troops unloaded and get ready to start this fight. And here they are. There's Lothamir. Talk to him to initiate this. But our boss here is Galacris. It's the Mount of Warlord Zayla. There are 2 stages in this. There will be a ground assault that will come to attack the leaders in the ads here. If anything, Sunreaver, Lothamir, and Savantis need to survive this fight. Do not let them get killed. There will be certain types of ads. You got foot soldiers and ranking officials. Ranking officials each have their own unique abilities. Two are type warrior types. One is a hunter, and the other one is more or less a rogue. The foot soldiers are the ones you just saw me fight. They can get burned down pretty easy. The true thing you'll need to worry about is if one of them throws down a banner, the banner will need to become priority to be destroyed, because the banner will give them a massive buff. During this fight, these ads will help you, including the leaders here. Specifically, Sun Reaver would be your best bet here. He fights with his greatsword, and he'll also pick off any stragglers with his bow. The Sun Reaver has the ability known as Flame Strike. He'll put down a Flame Strike in a certain area. If you bring the ads to it, you'll be dealing 100,000 damage every 2 seconds. So it's the best way to use that to burn them down. Sylvanas will eventually, she'll help, but she also will help by summoning up undead to assist in the fight. Now the crew here, which these Saptors, little experts, are going to be running up here to try to breach this tower. Normally you would have a group come up here, a few people, protect them, while the rest are down here dealing with the ads that come here. But on Mythic, if you're not protecting them, they will be attacked from ads jumping off the tower, and if they're killed, you lose all progression you have on that tower. Now, to knock down the boss here, you need to hit it twice with the tower cannons. And when that happens, the ads will stop spawning, and the boss will be the one you'll be fighting. During the boss fight, Flames of the Galgrong will spew flames at random player, inflicting fire damage to whoever passes through every second. But if every player passes through will decrease the severity of the flames, reducing the damage it does. And when the ball of flame hits its destination, it will inflict massive fire damage. But as long as it goes through enough players, the damage when it hits the final target can and will be greatly reduced. Now, Pulsing Flames is an AoE that he does periodically, which will increase the damage they take from the boss. Since we're here, let's get this started.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon.
Well done. The 1st Brigade has made landfall.
I see the Dragon Maw have thrown in their lot with Garrosh. My arrows alone cannot bring that monstrosity down.
Strategy, Dark Lady. We should repurpose the shore defenses. Heroes, take the towers. Turn the guns onto that proto-drake and blast it from the sky. Some of you will need to stay behind to hold the beachhead.
Dragonmaw clan, retake the docks and push them into the sea in the name of Hellscream and the True Horde.
Oh, bring her down quick so I can wrap my fingers around her neck.
Now, you see, since they were unprotected, they were immediately attacked. Here's progression bar. On solo, you should be able to do this as long as you know which ads to switch between. And you should only need one tower to get the boss down. It's the best place to perch yourself, especially if you're range. This will be more effective for you, the solo. Fortunately, since I'm melee, I just gotta be careful. I can launch some range attacks, but I don't think I can get them all. Also, during this fight, every now and then a Demolisher will show up.
Dragonmaw, advance!
And there's the war banner you gotta be careful of.
I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target. I need to target something first.
Now, if you actually complete this fight without losing any of your allies here, that's an achievement. Now, as you can see, you can heal the the demo squad here. So make sure you have someone who can do that. Just an off healer would be your best bet, not a main healer. Like an enhancement or elemental shaman would be your best bet. Just to keep them alive.
I don't have a target.
Now see, here's the bar. You have to kill all the ads in here to knock this down in order to get access to the cannon. But you also got to be aware there will be, I guess you'd call him like a protector mini boss up here.
We're halfway there.
Now, as you see, Proto Drake will show up.
Siege weapons to attack that tower and bury them alive.
She seems to be assaulting her own towers.
As you see, I'm getting stunned while I'm in here, so I just need to land one more shot.
Sometimes
and
I
there we
impress
go.
even myself. And down goes the dragon.
You do realize we are directly below it, right?
I'm out of range.
And as you see, the dragons up there will periodically be shooting flame breath, so you'll need to use the cannon on the tower to take them out. Also, to get back up there, if you hit that rope pile, you'll send a rope down that you can get back up to the tower fast.
A long way to die.
Finally, I will never get all of this dust out of my robes.
Oh, you're still here? I had kind of hoped you had perished. You would make a very attractive corpse.
I will take that as a compliment. We'll hold the docks for now and marshal the forces. Vol'jin should await you at the gates of Orgrimmar.
If he's not dead.
As we're coming up, you'll see the next boss in view, the Iron Juggernaut.
Our casualties are too heavy. Don't be foolish, Vol'jin! You have no siege weapons left! You cannot win this battle!
Ain't no other way, man. We gotta stop Garrosh here and now! Else we'll be running the rest of our lives.
Perhaps our newfound reinforcements will aid us.
They must have taken the docks. Welcome to the fields of slaughter.
Perhaps there is hope after all.
Okay, they're done. Now, Iron Juggernaut has two modes. One is assault mode and one is siege mode. During assault mode, bore drill, it'll bore its drill arm into the ground, causing the earth to crack underneath. The ripple send out will cause physical damage to anyone caught in the effect. Laser burn is when it uses tail cannon to focus on random players. It will inflict fire damage and an additional fire damage over time. Mortar cannon uses the top cannon to launch shrapnel and explosives at random players, inflicting fire damage to all who are within the blast radius. Crawler mines are little ads who will spawn on the ground. Any player can jump on them, stopping the explosion will cause them to fly up in the air and take physical damage, including fall damage. Flame vents, it will emit flames from its frontal vents, inflicting fire damage in a frontal cone. The effect here puts ignite armor, which increases the damage taken by fire by 10% and seals the target flesh for damage every second, and it can stack. Now on Mythic, it has Ricochet. It launches the Soul Blade from his arm, causing physical damage to the player that comes in contact and ricochets between distant players. Now once this energy bar fills up, it will go into siege mode. And as you can see, during siege mode, it'll release even more crawler mines at a faster rate. During siege mode, you'll worry about seismic activity, which it'll drill deep into the earth, causing earthquakes. They inflict nature damage to all players, and this seismic activity causes intermittent shock pulses, which will cause players to get knocked back. Also, the Demolisher cannons, the shoulder-mounted turrets on the Iron Juggernaut here fires into the sky over random players, inflicting fire damage to all players caught within the blast. The other ability, known as Cutter Laser, it will use its tail cannon to trace the ground and chase targets. The laser will inflict fire damage to anyone who comes in contact. Explosive tar here will spew tar out from all directions. Standing in the tar causes nature damage and reduces your speed by 30. Now, if the tar comes in contact with flame attacks from the cutting laser, it will explode, inflicting fire damage to everyone. So you may make sure you're not running the laser over any of these puddles. Now, on Mythic, it has Mortar Barrage, which is a deadly ability. It fires the top cannon rapidly, firing numerous mortar blasts towards one of the other sides. Basically, you need to know which side it's going to launch on and get to the other side that is safe. Now, I believe the achievement for here is to take out a certain number of mines in order to unlock it.
They be heroes, no doubt about that.
I don't know if I'll
Blessing
be
of the
able
Earth
to
be upon them.
survive, because it could actually rack up dots on a character even at max level pretty fast. And chances are I'll probably end up killing it due to my Holy Shield ability. But we can try. Here are the crawler mines that you can jump on. As you see, you will take fall damage from this.
It's not ready yet.
Here, even more. Hoping to get into siege mode so you can see its abilities there, but I highly doubt, dude, that I picked probably the wrong character to do this with.
That bag is full.
There. Maybe that will stop Holy Shield from activating. Nope. Fortunately, I don't think we're going to get to siege mode.
The beast be slain!
You may have defeated my war machine, but the gate still stands.
I
You
have
will
many,
not
many
take away.
wares.
Anudora!
What? Corcoran! To the gates! Now!
At them, my sisters! For Kalimdor!
Taranda!
Don't think we're here to save you, troll. We're here for Kalimdor. Get forces
Many
inside the
farewells.
gates while we distract the enemy.
Now, we tested something out. Jin Firepole can be killed in this instance. if you don't see him. If you just stand here and wait long enough, he gets
say
killed.
For yourself, Pandaren. Do you see this burning candle? You have until it burns out to tell us about the Pandaren artifacts. Now, start talking!
Oh no, Gee, they are going to execute him. They've practically beaten him unconscious. I have to do something.
I need to get closer.
Oh, Gee, I am so sorry. We can be together now. Please, let us just go back to the turtle. Please do not die. I am getting him out of here.
Now, the achievement for this is, as you can see, there are some neutral ads here. They're technically prisoners. If you can save all of them and take out the boss, you'll get the achievement. You technically can kill these ads too, but you want to try to save them if you want the achievement.
I need to target something first.
Now, if you want to have a bit of a buff against these upcoming bosses, the Kokron Dark Shamans, you'll want to come into the bank here and take out the Treasurer for the key he'll drop. Now, you see there's two cages here. You could use any one open, you'll still get the buff.
Hey man, help us out, eh? Find a key!
And see, there's a clickable here known as the Corcoran Supplies. You'll see what's in them very soon once we get this.
Oh, thanks, man. We won't be forgetting this.
Now, as you see, you get this to boost your resistance and damage reduction against the upcoming bosses. Now, like I said earlier, you can find crates like this that'll have supplies in it. And you see they have healing potions, flasks, and regular types of potions in it.
The war chief ignored my counsel. I discovered he was building a compound beneath the caverns of Ragefire. Thrall and Sourfang have already gone down below. Go with caution. Hellscream has been assembling an arsenal down there. Goblin mercenaries, Pandaren artifacts, and some sort of darkness I can feel in my very soul.
Now, you're actually going to be fighting 4 ads in this fight. The 2 bosses and their mounts. Now, Spirit Link, they actually have a shared HP pool, so it makes the fight a little easier. But they do have Bloodlust, which when they hit 25% health, they go into a frenzy, increasing all damage and haste by 25%. During the fight, you just need to kill the Darkfang and Bloodclaw mounts, and they're done for the rest of the fight. Now, Earthbreaker here has Froststorm Strike, which he'll strike the tank for frost damage, causing them to take additional damage from the Froststorm Strike, and it does stack. Toxic Mix, it ejects 7 players with the Toxic Mix, inflicting nature damage for every 3 out of 30 seconds, and causing growing toxicity. it will increase the damage you take by 10 per stack, so be careful. Foul Stream, he'll stream a foul liquid inflicting nature damage to all enemies on a line. Ashen Wall, he'll summon a line of elementals that will attack nearby targets. Also on Mythic, he gets this ability known as Iron Tomb. He'll encase a player into an Iron Tomb. Wavebinder has Froststorm Bolt, will just inflicts frost damage. Toxic Storm summons up a toxic storm that inflicts nature damage to all players within distance, and periodically creates toxic tornadoes. These move around and last for a minute. If you come in contact with these, you'll take nature damage and get knocked up in the air. Now, Foul Geyser, she creates a foul water, inflicting nature damage to all players within a distance for every half second for 8 seconds. Each splash creates a foul slime, which is an ad that you need to burn down as soon as possible. If not, you'll take nature damage if it comes within a certain distance of you. Falling Ash, it summons a core of smoldering ash that will fall over 15 seconds, inflicting massive fire damage to all players that come in contact with it. Iron Prison will encase a player in a prison of iron that slowly asphyxiates them, inflicting 100% of their maximum health after 1 minute. Basically, this is, you get 1 minute to live, so make the most out of it. We're gonna get this started and get going.
Storm, crumbling earth, plagued with anguished water, stagnate the elements. What have we done?
I can hear them no longer.
And as you can see, the achievement I was talking about, rescue a set of caged prisoners, a group of unwilling combat participants, and Jin Firepot before defeating the Dark Shamans, on normal or higher. So technically I did not need to save the goblins, but Now the upcoming part is just a plain and simple run straight to destroying 4 demolishers, which will also give you access to the next achievement for the next boss, if you can do it.
I don't have a target.
I'm gonna mount up here real fast, try to clear us a little bit.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummles, like you.
Now, our next boss coming
Good
up,
fortune to our friends.
it's gonna be General Nazrim. We're gonna explain him before we go in, because Gammon here is actually part of the achievement required for this boss here. Now, he has Sundering Blow, which tanks need to be aware of, is a powerful physical strike that can reduce the target's armor by 10. He generates Rage plus additional Rage per stack of Sundering Blow, so this ability does stack on tanks. You'll need to know when to switch off of your taunts. Bonecracker, he'll fire a heavy mace at a player to crack their bones, reducing their maximum health and causing them to bleed for physical damage every second for 30 seconds. Execute is a mythic ability which is deadly for the tanks. He'll try to execute a player, inflicting massive physical damage. This attack can pierce and cannot be blocked, dodged, or parried. So if you're a paladin, your bubble is not going to protect you from this. Like Old Warriors, he has 3 different stances: Battle, Defense, and Berserk. Battle, he'll generate 3 rage every second. Berserk, he'll increase his damage by 25, damage taken by 25, and his rage generation by 100. Defensive, reduces damage he takes by 5, and he'll get rage when he's hit. But this cannot occur more than every 1 second. Now, players that are afflicted by Sundering Blow, does not cause him to generate rage. So basically, tanks are the only ones who should be attacking him while he has defensive stance active. Now, his rage gives him access to certain abilities. Heroic Shockwave will leave out a player, inflicting physical damage in those within distance and causing aftershocks. This causes him 30 rage. Aftershock is the ground cracks beneath his impact location and the location of the target. After eruption, it will inflict fire damage to all players within the aftershock, and he'll get rage if you get hit by this. The banner hero costs 50 rage, and causing allies to attack, generating his rage. Basically, you need to destroy this banner so he doesn't get rage generation. Warsong costs 70 rage. He'll unleash a hellish scream, inflicting 65% of maximum HP to all players as physical damage, so healers need to be aware of this. Ravager costs 100 rage. He'll throw a rolling blade that causes physical damage to enemies within distance of it for every second, and it generates rage if he is able to strike people with this. Now, after he uses an ability that costs rage, he has to cool off 15 seconds. So every time he uses a rage ability, you have 15 seconds to not have to worry about another one coming. During the fight, forces of the Kokron will show up. The biggest one, especially on Mythic, you want to be aware of is the sniper here. Hunter's Mark, he'll fixate on a non-type target. He'll inflict 100 weapon damage, and he also has multi-shot. Other than that, normally you need to focus on the War Shamans due to the fact that they will heal the boss. Now, we're going to free Gammon here. The mission for here is to keep Gammon alive and take out the general while he's alive.
Thank you. I may be bruised and beaten, but
It's too far away.
Basically, doing this with Gammon gives you an extra target you'll need to be aware of and heal if need be. Those are the mage type ads you'll be facing during the boss fight. Now there are rogues right here nearby. There they are. And they have Fixate, which they will target a random player and go after them. These here are the War Shamans that you need to be aware of. You need to take them out as fast as possible because they do heal pretty fast. Especially if you have multiple of them, you need to interrupt and take them out as soon as possible. And these guys just more or less do a whirlwind.
It has come to this. Together, we have learned and grown over the years. And now, we find ourselves face to face on the battlefield. Oh, do not think I will go easy on you. Nor do I expect any quarter. What we do now, we do for the Horde, both of us.
Now, technically, back then, we would pull these Orgrimmar faithful, run them back here into the hall, take them out. Because then the boss would respawn himself. This is his reset point right here. But we're going to just be able to go in and burn him down pretty fast. And we'll get to see a little scene here of Gammon.
It is an honor to finally face you in combat, Lotaro Gar! For honor and for the Horde!
you are an honorable orc, Nazgrim. I regret what I must do.
That it was you who struck me down. May your strength lead the Horde. into a new era of prosperity.
Now, as you see, Gammon will save us. We must defeat the general while Gammon is alive and participating in the battle here. Now, because I actually kind of killed him a little too fast, Gammon actually has additional lines for Azrim when you take him out. But, this has been part 2 of Siege of Orgrimmar. Staring from Mysterian Game in here, asking you to please like, subscribe, and share these videos. You also go check out that Twitch channel and hit the follower button. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video.